Ladies and gentlemen, I want to talk to you today about something that has the power to change the course of your life, something that has the potential to turn everything around. You see, we all have a version of ourselves that we hold on to, but I'm here to tell you today, kill that weak version of yourself. Growth is never easy, and if it were, everyone would be at their peak by now. But it's in the struggle that real transformation happens. Most people want to avoid discomfort and difficulty, which is understandable. We all want things to be easy, smooth, and predictable. However, if you look at the greatest achievers in history, they didn't get there by staying comfortable. They embraced the struggle, understanding that the path to greatness isn't about avoiding hardship, but about learning to rise above it. Think about it. The toughest moments in life are often the ones that shape us the most. When you're faced with a challenge, there's a moment where you can either turn back, give up, or push through. It's in this moment of choice that growth occurs. If you choose the easy route, the path of least resistance, you'll find yourself staying stuck in the same place, never evolving into the person you're capable of being. But if you choose to lean into the struggle, face the discomfort head on, and push through, something inside you shifts. You grow stronger, more resilient, and more prepared for the next challenge that comes your way. People often make the mistake of thinking that growth happens in easy, effortless situations. They think that success is about being in the right place at the right time or waiting for the perfect opportunity to present itself. But the reality is that opportunities rarely come in ways we expect. Instead, growth comes from showing up even when it's hard. It comes from pushing yourself beyond your limits, from going after what you want even when it feels like everything is against you. You'll face setbacks. You'll encounter moments of doubt. There will be times when the struggle feels overwhelming, when you wonder if it's even worth it. But this is the point where real change happens. It's easy to push through when everything is going your way. It's easy to feel confident when you're winning. But when things get tough, when failure strikes, that's when your true strength is revealed. That's when you see what you're made of. The truth is, we don't grow when everything is going according to plan. We grow when we're tested. We grow when life knocks us down and we choose to get back up. Each failure, each mistake, each setback is a stepping stone on the path to success. Without struggle, there is no progress. Without discomfort, there is no development. Every challenge you face is a chance to learn something new, to build character, to gain wisdom. It's a chance to prove to yourself that you're capable of more than you ever thought possible. In life, you'll find that the most successful people are not those who have avoided struggle, but those who have embraced it. They understand that growth doesn't come from staying in the easy zone. They know that success requires you to go through the fire, to be tested, and to rise again stronger than before. It's through these tough times that we discover our true potential, the strength we didn't know we had, the determination that gets us up when we want to stay down. And here's the thing about struggle. It's not permanent. No matter how difficult things may seem, the struggle eventually passes. What remains is the person you've become because of it. The skills you've developed, the confidence you've gained, the mental toughness that allows you to keep going when others would quit. Struggles are temporary, but the growth they produce lasts forever. So the next time you're facing a challenge, don't run from it. Don't shy away from the discomfort. Embrace it. Understand that this is your opportunity to grow. The struggle is what separates the people who succeed from the people who settle. It's what allows you to build a life that is worth living, one that is rich in experience, strength, and character. Struggle is not something to fear, but something to welcome. It's a tool that will shape you into the person you need to be to achieve your dreams. Self-doubt is one of the most insidious forces that holds us back. It whispers in our ears, telling us we're not good enough, that we don't have what it takes, and that our dreams are too big to achieve. It's a constant companion for most of us, especially when we're stepping outside our comfort zones, taking risks, or pursuing something that seems impossible. But here's the truth. That voice of self-doubt isn't your truth. It's simply a fear-based reaction that tries to keep you small, keep you in the safety of what you already know. When you set big goals or pursue your dreams, self-doubt is always going to show up. It's a natural part of the process. The moment you stretch yourself beyond what you've already done, doubt creeps in. It makes you question your abilities, your worth, and your path. And if you listen to it long enough, it will convince you to stop before you even start. It will tell you that you're not ready, that you'll never succeed, and that failure is inevitable. But let me tell you, that's just a lie. You see, every successful person has faced self-doubt. The difference between those who make it and those who don't is that successful people don't let that doubt control them. They recognize it for what it is, an obstacle to overcome, not a reason to quit. They choose to push through it, to take action despite the fear, to move forward even when their minds tell them they can't. They do this because they understand that doubt is a part of the journey, not the destination. They know that every time they confront that voice and move past it, they grow stronger, more confident, and more resilient. You have to stop believing everything that self-doubt tells you. It will tell you that you're not smart enough, not talented enough, not experienced enough. But what it won't tell you is that you're more capable than you realize. It won't tell you that every person who's ever achieved anything meaningful has had to fight through their own doubt. It won't tell you that there's no such thing as a perfect moment and that you don't need to be perfect to start. You just need to start. The truth is, you're going to make mistakes along the way. You're going to fall short sometimes. But that doesn't mean you're not good enough. That doesn't mean you're not worthy of your dreams. It simply means you're learning, growing, and evolving. You can't expect to achieve great things without facing some setbacks. It's part of the process. But if you listen to self-doubt, if you let it dictate your actions, you'll never give yourself the chance to grow, to learn, or to succeed. To silence self-doubt, you need to take action. The more you act in spite of doubt, the less power it has over you. Every small victory, every step forward, no matter how small, proves to yourself that you are capable. The more you take action, the more confident you become in your abilities. You begin to see that your doubts were never as powerful as you thought. They were just distractions, temporary obstacles designed to test your commitment. Start by questioning the validity of your doubts. When self-doubt tells you that you can't, ask yourself, why not? What's the real reason you can't? Most of the time, the answer is that there is no real reason at all. The doubt is just fear trying to protect you from stepping out of your comfort zone. Once you start questioning these doubts, you begin to realize that they don't have to dictate your decisions. You're in control, not the fear. Self-doubt is something everyone faces. It's a natural part of pursuing big goals and dreams, but it doesn't have to stop you. You have the power to choose whether you listen to it or push past it. When you choose to push past it, you unlock your true potential. You take control of your life and your future. And that, my friends, is when the real magic happens. Taking action is the key to overcoming fear, doubt, and indecision. We live in a world where we're constantly told to plan, to prepare, to analyze every possible outcome before taking a single step. While planning and preparation are important, there comes a point where you have to stop thinking about it and start doing something about it. The longer you wait for the perfect moment, the further you drift from your goals. The truth is, there's never a perfect time to begin anything. You will never feel fully prepared or ready, but that shouldn't stop you. It's in the act of doing that you start to find clarity, that you start to understand your path, and that you gain momentum. When you wait for the perfect conditions, you're really waiting for fear to leave you. You're waiting for a moment when everything feels easy, smooth, and certain. But that moment doesn't exist. Life is messy. Success doesn't come to those who wait for everything to fall into place. It comes to those who step out in faith, even when things aren't perfectly aligned. Waiting for the perfect moment is just another form of procrastination. It's a way of hiding behind the fear of failure, the fear of making mistakes, the fear of not measuring up. And when you stay stuck in that cycle of planning without action, you get nowhere. The key is to start, even if you don't have all the answers, even if you don't know exactly how things will turn out. The act of starting is what propels you forward. It's like the first step in a journey that feels uncertain at first, but with every move you make, the path becomes clearer. You begin to learn, adapt, and grow. Each small action creates momentum, and momentum is what leads to big results. The more you do, the more confident you become in your ability to handle challenges, to navigate setbacks, and to reach your goals. One of the biggest barriers to taking action is fear, the fear of failure, the fear of making mistakes, the fear of looking foolish. But if you let fear control you, you'll never move forward. You have to accept that failure is a part of the process. Every failure is a lesson, Every setback is an opportunity to improve. The most successful people didn't get there by avoiding failure. They got there by taking action, learning from their mistakes, and continuing to move forward. Taking action also means letting go of perfection. Perfection is an illusion. It doesn't exist. There's always something more you can tweak, always something you can improve. But perfectionism is just a way to delay progress, to keep you from getting started. You can always adjust along the way, but you can't adjust if you're not moving at all. Taking action doesn't mean you have to have everything figured out right now. It means you're willing to learn as you go. Excuses are the silent killers of success. They are the stories we tell ourselves to justify why we can't move forward or why we can't achieve our goals, why we can't be the person we dream of becoming. Excuses make us feel comfortable. They offer us a way to escape the discomfort of failure, rejection, or hard work. But here's the truth. Every time you make an excuse, you're choosing to stay right where you are. Excuses hold you back from reaching your potential, and they keep you stuck in a cycle of mediocrity. It's easy to make excuses. We all do it. I don't have enough time. I don't have enough money. I'm not smart enough. I'll start tomorrow. The list goes on and on. These excuses feel real. They seem like valid reasons for why we can't do something, but deep down we know they're just a way to avoid discomfort. They allow us to avoid the work, the risk, and the effort it takes to create change in our lives. But let's be clear about something. The world doesn't care about your excuses. The world doesn't care that you're tired or that you don't feel ready or that you think you're not good enough. The world only cares about results. Your dreams won't wait for you to feel better or for the perfect moment to arrive. Your dreams are calling out to you, but they can't reach you if you're constantly making excuses. Excuses don't create success. Action does. The real question is, what are you willing to do to break free from your excuses? Are you ready to take responsibility for your life, your goals, and your future? Because that's the first step. You have to stop blaming external factors for your lack of progress. It's easy to point fingers and say that the world, your circumstances, or other people are holding you back. But the truth is, you are the only one who has the power to change your situation. Making excuses may give you temporary relief, but it never leads to real growth. When you make an excuse, you avoid taking action, which means you avoid learning, growing, and moving forward. Every time you say, I can't, you reinforce the belief that you're not capable. But when you stop making excuses, you take control of your life. You own your actions and you push past the fear and uncertainty. You acknowledge the obstacles but choose to move forward anyway. The only way to get to where you want to be is by refusing to let excuses hold you back. You'll face challenges, setbacks, and moments of doubt along the way, but it's the way you respond to those moments that will determine your success. If you keep making excuses, but if you decide to take full responsibility and act in spite of the challenges, you'll break through and reach new heights. Consistency is the bridge between where you are now and where you want to be. It's easy to get excited about a goal or dream at the beginning. The enthusiasm is high, the motivation is flowing, and you feel ready to conquer the world. But as time goes on, that initial excitement starts to fade and the grind of everyday life sets in. That's when consistency becomes crucial. It's not the bursts of motivation or temporary spurts of effort that lead to success. It's the everyday, consistent actions you take, no matter how small, that compound over time and eventually get you to your destination. Consistency is about showing up even when you don't feel like it. It's about doing the work even when the results aren't immediately visible. We live in a world that thrives on instant gratification, but success doesn't work that way. It takes time, effort, and persistence. When you show up consistently, you're building a foundation for long-term success. Each small step you take, each task you complete, adds to the larger picture. You might not see immediate progress, but that doesn't mean nothing is happening. Consistency creates momentum, and momentum over time creates results. The problem is many people give up too soon. They start strong, but when they don't see the instant results they were hoping for, they get discouraged. They start to question whether their effort is worth it. And that's when they give up. But the truth is, the people who succeed are the ones who push through those moments of doubt and frustration. They understand that success isn't a straight line. It's full of peaks and downs, twists and turns. But if you stay consistent, even through the tough times, you will eventually see the results of your hard work. Being consistent isn't about doing everything perfectly. It's about doing something every day, no matter how small, that moves you closer to your goal. It's about developing a mindset that values progress over perfection. Perfection is a trap that keeps many people stuck because they think they need to do everything flawlessly from the start. But the truth is, there's no such thing as perfect, and there's no such thing as a perfect time to begin. The most important thing is to keep going, even when things don't go as planned. Consistency builds discipline, and discipline builds success. It's about creating habits that support your goals and sticking to them, even when it feels hard or tedious. In the long run, those consistent actions add up. It's the daily efforts that separate the ones who achieve their dreams from those who let their dreams slip away. Success isn't reserved for the most talented or the luckiest. It's reserved for those who show up day after day, ready to put in the work, no matter what. You are the most powerful force in your own life, and you are the one who holds the keys to your future. Too often, we give away our power. We let other people, circumstances, or the opinions of others dictate how we live, what we do, and how we feel. But the reality is, you are the one who has the power to create change. You are the one who decides your path, your goals, and your actions. Your power lies in your ability to take control of your decisions, to own your choices, and to shape your destiny. Taking ownership of your life starts with taking responsibility. It's easy to blame other people or circumstances for where you are today. But the truth is, you are where you are because of the choices you've made up until now. Every decision you've made has led you to this point. Good news is that the power to change is still in your hands. The moment you take responsibility for your actions and your future is the moment you unlock your potential. When you stop blaming others, when you stop making excuses, and when you stop waiting for someone else to give you permission, you step into your power. You begin to realize that your success, your happiness, and your fulfillment are entirely in your hands. No one else can give you permission to pursue your dreams or take control of your life. That permission comes from within. When you recognize this truth, you stop waiting for external validation. You stop depending on others to determine your worth or your success. You are the only one who can make decisions for yourself. It's easy to feel disempowered when you face obstacles. It's easy to look at a difficult situation and think that you don't have the strength to overcome it. What you may not realize is that you have an incredible reservoir of power within you. Every challenge you face is an opportunity to tap into that power. Every setback is a lesson that prepares you for what's ahead. You are not powerless. You are equipped with the resilience, determination, and ability to navigate life's toughest moments. You just have to trust in your own power to push through. The truth is, you're capable of far more than you think. You have the strength to break through any barrier, to push past any limitation, and to accomplish more than you ever imagined. But that begins with the belief that you are in control. You are the one who gets to decide how your story unfolds. It's your choice whether you let circumstances define you or whether you decide to rise above them. Your power lies in your mindset. When you choose to take control, you align yourself with the person you were meant to be. Taking charge of your life means making decisions that serve your growth, even when they're hard. It means taking action, even when you feel unsure. It means standing up for yourself, trusting your instincts, and embracing the challenges that come your way. You are the author of your story, and it's time to stop letting anyone else hold the pen. The future is yours to create, and only you have the power to make it happen.